Hello and welcome back to another Final Fantasy Fridays.
This is Zach and Logan with another game.
He's Final, and I'm Fantasy 5.
And we're here to play that.
To do the thing
Yeah, we totally did
for the
spend
first time.
last hour and a half.
This is never... I don't even know what a Final Fantasy is.
Well, as you turn out,
Could you tell me what a Final Fantasy is?
well, you see, it was the final attempt, a final game, if you will, their hoorah to try and save the company from bankruptcy.
It's a shame that didn't work out for them.
Yeah.
It was overshadowed by that other RPG at the time, Hide Glide.
Oh yeah, Highlight. That was classic.
Hide Glide is
I
classic.
think it was Highlight 3D at the time.
Yeah, my favorite Sega Saturn game.
Yeah.
Hide Glide,
Oh, I think you actually mean Two Worlds on the Xbox 360.
No, the Hide Glide for Sega Saturn was called like Hide Glide 3D or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. No, I
It
think
had
it was
over-
literally Highlight 3D.
It had over 1 billion randomly generated map combinations.
Ignore my search results for Getsu Katan.
Oh, I will. There's only 3 Hide Glide games. It's not gonna be that hard to look up.
Virtual Highlight.
Virtual Hide Glide, my favorite
Virtual
Sega
Highlight
Saturn
For
game.
the Sega Saturn. Coming to a channel near you. And I'm gonna force them to play it.
Me?
Yes. Yeah, no. You will have the controller for once. You'll be in control.
For Virtual Hide Glide?
For Virtual Highlight.
Of all games?
You get stuck with Virtual Highlight.
Darn.
Darn the luck. Hey you, welcome back to Final Fantasy Fridays. We are here with Final Fantasy V. We had just finished the Crystal Chronicle series, and
Spun the wheel.
spun the wheel.
Would you believe it? We got the most milquetoast Final Fantasy game on the list.
Of the entire series.
I'm just joking, of course. Final Fantasy V is actually kind of iconic in many different ways. It's what popularized the job system.
Yeah,
Which
like
was-
it got introduced in 3, but it did not kick off.
It got introduced in 3, but it was 3, so nobody played that. The
You
United-
hate 3 so much.
the United
it's gonna
States-
be funny if 3 is the next one.
The United States wouldn't even get 3 for, what, 15 years after release?
This is true.
It came out on the Super Nintendo. We wouldn't get it until the DS port.
Well, it did come out on the NES. It was not a Super Nintendo.
Well, we still wouldn't
But
get
we
it until
got-
the DS port. That was like the
yeah,
first
I believe
version.
the first time we got it was
So that's
on
even
the
longer than Super Nintendo.
DS.
I guess the first Super Nintendo one would have been 4, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the first Super Nintendo that we got 4, 5, and 6, but it was called Final Fantasy 4, 5, and 3, but it was 6, not.
Well, didn't we only get? Wasn't it Final Fantasy 1? Like it skips over to 7. Like we didn't get a Final Fantasy game for a long time.
I think we got Final Fantasy 1. I mean, we definitely got 4, 5, and 6.
They
on
would,
this NES.
yeah, I think they would eventually port them to Game Boy Advance
but
and PS1.
one was extremely popular on the NES. We got the NES version of 1. And I think 2. I don't think we ever got the NES version of 3 until it started getting, like, ports of it over here.
We got Final Fantasy 1, and then 4 was 2, and 6
Yes.
was 3.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. We got 1, 4, and 6.
We got 1, 4, and 5.
And then it jumps
which,
to 7.
to be fair, is considered the good ones of the classic collection.
Yes.
4 and 6 are like the best ones. So we kind of, at least we lucked out with that. But yeah, I mean, we have all of them now, obviously. But, you know, nobody.
I'm still saying it's a crying shame that 5
Apparently,
and
we also
6.
didn't get 5.
Yeah, I'm still saying it's a crying shame that 5 and 6 did not get the DS treatment with having the.
It would have been
three
interesting to see
chibi
them,
models.
having the
And
3D
voice acting for that matter.
remake treatment, especially 6, considering how
Oh,
popular
6
6
would have
is.
been gorgeous.
I personally haven't gone through 6, so I can't say much for the story.
It's really good. I cannot wait
6
for it.
is like one of the only classic ones that I haven't played through. Just because when I was about to play through it, we had this crazy idea of playing through all the games, and so I
Yeah,
never
well,
played
we
it.
literally sat down and we were like, you want to finally play through 6? And he was like, you know what? Yeah. And I said, yeah, what if we just play... Or, no, you said, what if we play through all of them again? And I was like, well, I do need to redo
What
some
a
of the
great
older
idea!
ones.
Let's start with Crystal Chronicle.
Yeah, I do need to fix some of my older Let's Plays because they were my first Let's Plays, and I was like 12. So like,
Then let's do it in the most nonsense way possible and just shuffle them all out of order. So I have no idea when we'll get to 6.
well,
It could be another
that's exactly
2 years.
it. I've always felt a little weird about doing games that I've already done on the channel because I was like, it's already there. Technically, I don't need to do it again. But a lot of my older ones definitely could be revisited, just in quality.
Yeah, that Age of War.
Yeah, we can revisit. You know what? Let's stop what we're doing. We're gonna go play H4.
Good old 2011.
But I figured if we did Final Fantasy Fridays, what we could do is because it's spun on the wheel, then chances are I'm gonna get some new ones and I'm gonna get some old ones, and that'll intermix it a lot easier than just flopping back and forth and having to decide, oh, well, what's a new one, what's an old one that we want to do, kind of thing. And it kind of takes off the burden of having to decide. It's decided for us, and then we just go. Because it doesn't really matter what order you play these in, just what the groupings are. Because I wouldn't play 4, and then roll, play 8, and then roll, and then play 4 after you. So you play the series when you get to
Final Fantasy is an anthology collection that is split up into groups. Like the Final Fantasy VII trilogy of games, which is now a trilogy of just Final Fantasy VII, not including the Final Fantasy VII trilogy.
Yeah.
You understand.
But,
Did you hear that they've rumored a rumor, which granted rumor, what the third 7 remake name is going to be?
I have not. I heard that the game was well in development and it was on track to release on time. But I have not heard what the rumor for the third game's title. Because we had Remake, Rebirth, and then Crisis Core got Reunion. Which leaves the last of the trilogy, which I was going to assume was going to be something along the lines of maybe Resolution. Resolved.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it to make sure that I have it right.
Revolution. Moida.
It's going to be called Final Fantasy VII. Okay, well now I'm getting conflicting information, so this rumor might not mean anything. Final Fantasy VII Return?
Return.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII Return?
Interesting. No, I had not heard that.
That's the rumor. This video will probably have aged poorly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Return, Reborn. Personally, I was a big camp of the Reunion until I found out that
Crisis Core.
Crisis Core took that name.
But
Shame, but what can you do, I suppose?
We'll just have to wait and see what it actually ends up being.
Yeah, it's
But enough-
due to release next... Enough about 7.
Enough about 7, we're playing 5!
5, a game so interesting that we started this by talking about every other Final Fantasy game.
Now, 5 is one that Logan and I have, in fact, both played. I've already done it for the channel. In fact, it was the last Final Fantasy I did for the
I played
channel
it on...
before starting Final Fantasy Crisis.
Yeah, I played it on Game Boy... That's funny. I played it on
Yes, it is.
Game Boy Advance back in the
Granted, that
day.
was back in high school.
I played Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls on Game Boy Advance, and then tried to play Final Fantasy 3, bounced off that super hard, and did 4 and 5.
Yeah, you played 7, 8,
I did
1, 2, 4.
No, I
5.
did 1, 2, 7. I beat 1 and 2 before 7. 1, 2, 7, 8, 4, 5.
What a player.
And then 9 was, I think, somewhere between 4 and 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
At 9, most of 10-1. Not really touched 11 yet, but we will.
Oh,
Don't
we'll
you
get there.
worry, we will. 12, 13, a bunch of 14, several expansions of 14.
14, yeah.
A lot of 15. I didn't finish it, but I did a lot of 15.
But we have both played 5, so there's nothing going to be too surprising in this one.
Even if we hadn't played it, there's nothing too surprising.
Yeah. Alright, quit talking on the game. Let's get in. Let's get in.
I can't help it. I love making fun of 5.
It is such
It doesn't
a middle...
deserve it. It doesn't
middle of
deserve
the
it,
water
but I like
game.
making fun of it.
Now there is a couple of things. We have... This is the Pixel Remaster version. It is modded. We did the classic text box mod, which basically moves the text box name into the text box. And we also did the portrait mod. The portrait mod brings in the Game Boy Advanced ones. Now, the reason that we are back here again, because this is the second time we've tried recording this, was because the portraits that I used were based off of the mobile port of the game, which used the actual original artwork for the designs, which were so far off from the character designs it was distracting.
We just kept talking
Father!
about it.
Do you really have to go? You know I do, dear. I need you to protect the castle. Under no circumstances are you to follow me. Do you understand? But, Father! Also, this is like an auto-text thing, so... Something is wrong with the wind.
It goes really fast. So I
It
have to
does
keep
go
up with it.
really... I want to go to the wind shrine to make certain nothing happened to the crystal. You did this to me last time, where I kept stumbling. Yes, I've noticed it as well. No, don't worry, it'll be fine. Have faith.
Because it just goes really fast, so you gotta speak really fast. And I'm glad you don't have dyslexia, or that would be pretty difficult
That
to
would
do.
be pretty rough. I have
You would
a
be like
speech-
stumbling over your words, or
I have
something.
a speech disorder.
And then you'd
so it
have to
makes
repeat
talking-
yourself to make it really difficult to keep up with this really fast cutscene.
Ah,
Zoom!
Zoom.
Oh, I
don't know if
thought
you guys
that went
noticed
faster.
this, but I have a speech impediment. So, me with my highly speech-oriented...
Hey,
Damn.
guy whose hobby is
You
to
have a
talk
lot
into a mic. How's that talking thing going for you?
Yeah, well, you know. We do our best.
Yarg! Is this the Black Flag remake? Look at that water.
Assassin's Creed. Let's play confirmed? Question. I don't know if I could do Assassin's Creed.
That would be a fun playthrough.
I could maybe live stream it. The wind just stopped. I've got to hurry!
I feel like it'd have a lot of downtime for us to make bids during. A lot of downtime in Assassin's
stop.
Creed.
Father! Specifically, I'd have a hard time with the first game.
The first
second
game is the one with the most
trilogy-
downtime.
Yeah, the second one, the Ezio trilogy, would probably be fine. What in blazes? Hey, Crystal. We heard Shalata's in town.
Charlotta, I gotta get out of here!
Oh, shit. Let's bust.
And we'll never see a crystal again in this series.
Shit. What was his name? Who was the main bad guy in Echoes of Time?
Old man, 27.
Old man, generic. Lucretius? Was it Lucretius? Lucretius.
Larkicus. Larketius.
Okay. Man busted into the room. He was like, "What a crystal!" There's a mod. I was looking through the mods, and when I was looking through the mods, there was a mod to change that meteorite into the moon from Majora's Mask.
He was like, do you think we should do that for the Let's Play? I'm like, do you think that might be a little bit distracting? I don't know if it's canon. That's the real problem here.
The Majora's Mask moon in Final Fantasy V? Probably not canon.
I'm just saying they might not add it into Dissidia, you know what I'm saying?
Through the power of editing, the Majora's Mask moon will be in Dissidia. And I will remember this joke at the very end of Final Fantasy Fridays. For sure.
He did not remember this joke.
Boko, wait here, okay?
Goodbye, Boku.
What? Oh yeah. So there are some quality of life things. If I left click, I can change the default speed to run. That's neat. If we right click, right thumbstick clicked in. What's that? R3. We can turn encounters on and off. We will be turning them on for the time being, though. As we approach later parts of the game, rather than sitting and having to grind, we will probably end up grinding off screen and then turning encounters off so that we can just make progress while we're playing.
Yeah, thankfully, they've made that a lot easier to deal with, so.
Yeah.
Whoa, goblins! Get them, boys!
Get him! We don't even know who our guy's name is yet.
That's because his name is actually pronounced, huh?
Huh?
It was a weird choice from the director, but I think it works out.
Yeah, it's fitting. Have you seen his face? Hey, are you alright? Yes, I believe so.
Huh?
I give you my thanks. My name is Lena. And you are? Me?
Me? I'm Butts.
Huh? I'm Butts, actually?
That was his original translated name.
Was it? I remember it being something silly. There was a time where in each game he was in, it was translated differently. I've seen Butts, Barts, and Barta, where it just stops at Bart.
Yeah, the original way that I remember people playing it, it was a fan translation or something like that, and they translated the game to his name to Butts. So for a while, it was just a popular translation for his name. I'm glad we got the more actual, better translation of Bart's, because his original that original translation was unfortunate.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Thanks for saving
That's
me.
why I like the official translations, because they're not always great.
Sometimes you run into the problem of Aerith versus Eris, which were both official at the time.
Correct. But then you run into some of the official
people
translations.
still argue about that.
Like yeah, I know. It's Aerith.
It is canonically Aerith now. The remakes confirm it.
So.
Though the timeline does split halfway through that series, and we get Aerith and Eris. You see, you haven't played the second game yet, but this is a true fact.
We are not delving back into 7.
This is a true fact. In Remake 2, Aerith dies, but you do get Eris in your party, so it evens out.
You're bullshit. You're bullshit. Anyway,
that is in fact not a true fact. It might be. Who knows?
Barts!
You can call me Barts.
Call me Butts!
Me and my chocobo, Boku, just go wherever the trail leads us.
I wish you could rename him Boku. That's such a better name than Boko.
I feel like they're very similar name.
No, it's not! No, for whatever reason over the
This
years,
game
I've
not
called him
have
Boku
a-
the Chocobo, but it's Boko the Chocobo.
This game not have a naming way, Rabbit?
No. Me and my Chocobo just go wherever the trail leads us. Bart's. Uh-huh.
That's it, that's my name. Rio, can you jump?
Yeah.
This rock suddenly fell from the sky. Yeah.
Yeah. The impact must have knocked me out. Guess it's a meteorite. A meteorite? I wonder if it has a connection to the wind stopping.
Yeah.
No, you see the wind stopped, so it just fell straight down.
Yeah, it's less, it's not correlation or causation, it just kind of happened.
Again, I give you my thanks. I wish I could do something more to show my appreciation, but I really must go. Whoa, hey, hold up a sec.
Have you seen any sailors?
Shenmue's favorite. No, we've already got Pikmin, which we'll probably have already done before,
Before this gets uploaded, for sure.
Yeah, because this isn't for another couple weeks.
Well, the stream is in a couple days, it doesn't pass another Friday.
That is fair. That is fair. In fact, I gotta get that uploaded. Bartz, did you hear something?
Huh?
Huh? Oh. Oh. Help me. Over there. And this time we won't mess with CRT screen settings.
Father!
Father, are you alright?
Where is the Phoenix mirror? Where am I?
Oh, my aching head. Thanks alive. What's happened? I don't remember. Eh? I can't remember anything. Looks like you hit your head pretty bad. Maybe you got amnesia.
All I remember is I was driving an airship and my name might be Sid.
Oh, something's come back.
No,
to
that
me.
was someone else.
My
Sorry.
name is Caleb. I knew a Sid once. He was my mother's brother-in-law or something like that. Ugh.
My cousin's mother's uncle's son.
That's a start. Anything else?
No.
Fair enough.
No.
Even he's like, I lost the plot there, mate.
Me when I get into a staring contest with Caleb.
Me when knee surgery is tomorrow.
It never is.
It never is.
Nope.
No,
It never is.
the name. Other than that, my memory's completely blank.
I'm like a JRPG protagonist.
Hey, isn't that supposed to be you?
I have no memories.
Shit. I'm very sorry, but you must excuse me. I have no time to waste.
I'm like a blank slate that you can put personality into.
Where are you going? I must go to the Wind Shrine. Oh, gas! The Wind Shrine! Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure that's where I was headed. It's decided. I'm gonna go with ya. But
I can't take care of an amnesiac old man.
I'm gonna get to that shrine. I feel it in my bones. You gotta take me.
Well, if you insist.
Bartz, what about you? Nah, I'm gonna bow out on this one. Good luck, though.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, loser. Butts, thank you again. Farewell. Godspeed and all that.
And all that
Okay.
whatnot. We'll never see each other again.
Never again. And before we leave, can't forget to grab this lovely old thing. The Phoenix Down. Nice.
Why
I'm
did
not
we-
going to remember all the different parts off screen.
Why did we bother grabbing that? We're never gonna die. Why wear armor if we don't plan on getting hit?
Exactly. I play Dark Souls naked.
Come on, Boko, let's go.
And in the game, too.
Look, we all know why you had to stop playing Dark Souls for a while. You started getting Dark Souls finger.
I did. It was bad.
His index started getting abs and stuff. It was pretty upsetting. That's why the Elden Ring Let's Play never got finished, evidently.
Shut up. I'm gonna get back to it. It's on the docket. I have to finish Dragon Age.
It was a medical emergency.
It was a medical. No. I'm doing Awakening now, and then Witch Hunt, right? And then I'm finishing Elden Ring. That is how I've scheduled it. I know technically Elden Ring should come first because I started uploading that first.
Oh god, we got a concussion.
No, Boko, bad Chocobo. What are you doing stopping like that? Now, don't you give me that look.
Quack. Quack, quack.
Put your heart into it.
Quack.
Fair enough.
Go away.
Yeah, I know. The girl and the old man went off together. But with all the goblins around these parts... Fine. I got it.
Quack.
Whoa!
That really hurt. Actually, it was more of a yeah.
Oh, my bad. Boko, come on.
Quack.
Cool.
Itchy taste.
Goblins?
That's a Resident Evil reference. I feel like saying that without any context makes it sound really bad.
Itchy tasty.
Hey, I see a chocobo. I'm like, oh wow, itchy tasty.
Itchy tasty.
That chocobo makes me itchy and also makes me want to have a drumstick.
Jump, Boko, jump!
We could have had
Did
a.
not have victory fanfare? Or is it just these scripted events where it doesn't?
We could have had our first fighting chocobo companion in this game, and they weren't brave enough to do that.
They really weren't. Alright, we picked them up, and we're out of the collapsing valley. Good morning. Bartz. It seems I can't escape being in your debt. Don't worry about it. Seems like the meteorites impact caused a few landslides. Roads covered in rubble. I don't think you're gonna make it to the tool. Make it to Tool this way. But if I can't get to the Wind Shrine, then... Ugh. This guy likes getting knocked out on the ground. Wind Shrine. Got to hurry. Old guy's pretty dead set on getting there, too. Alright, I'll go with you and personally see to it that you get there safely.
Insert
really?
Knuckles from Sonic Shuffle. I had nothing better to do today.
Well, I've got nothing better to do.
I had nothing better to do today.
I love that clip. I wish I could use it more often.
It's just like, Knuckles, you with us? Well, I had nothing else better to do.
Like Sonic Shuffle, they're like, my world's gonna end. Will you help save it? And Sonic's like, yeah. And Tails is like, all right. And Knuckles is like, I had nothing better to do today.
Yeah, count me in.
What else was I gonna do?
Yeah, you know, my dad always wanted me to go out and travel the world, but it also feels like the wind is calling me. What a sweet talker. As if you don't just have the hots for the little lady.
Galef, that's weird. You're a weird man.
You're awake? Don't sound so surprised. This old dog is always ready for anything. Still, if the road's blocked, it makes things a slight more difficult.
I'm the mighty Gala.
And the mighty Galen. I won't give up. There must be a way to reach the Wind Shrine. Right, and we'll find it. Alright, let's ride. Boko?
Boko's like, I can't carry 3 of
I
you.
can't carry all 3 of you. Look, I'm sorry, Bart's, Quah.
I mean, Gwen.
Take the first step. Save Lena and Gal. They added achievements. I shouldn't have been surprised, but... that reminds me. I'm sorry, I don't know why that reminds me. Earlier today, while I was at work, my supervisor came in and he showed me a meme, and it was the Sephiroth. Did Sephiroth do this?
With the prices of it.
And it was the whole snake scene, right?
Yeah.
But instead of it being the snake, it was the characters from Final Fantasy VI, and it was the suplex train.
Gotcha.
It was hilarious.
I saw the same edit. But people like taking that scene and replacing it with different things.
I saw one with Danny DeVito.
I saw the same edit, and they just edited in, they photoshopped in a picture of one of the neon gas price gauges outside of a gas station that says like $7 a gallon, and it was like, did Sephiroth do this?
Sephiroth.
How could he? He monster.
You monster.
I told you those Mako reactors weren't doing anything good.
Barrett be like, I don't remember there being a cave here.
How can you sit here playing Final Fantasy V with that pizza over our heads?
Probably opened up during one of those quakes. Boko, I think this is going to be a little too dangerous for Chocobos. You stay here, okay? Bleh.
Quit. In a different world, Boko would have been the 4th party member.
Yeah, no. In fact, we wouldn't get a Chocobo party member until Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, wouldn't we? Because you don't get one in 7 or 8, and the first Chocobo dungeon was PS1.
Yeah, probably.
I can't speak for 9.
In
obviously,
7,
I
you can
haven't
see
played
Chocobo on the battlefield, but they don't fight for you.
that. Yeah.
In 8, I don't even remember Chocobo in 8, honestly. They're probably there, I just don't remember them.
You know what? Now that you're talking about it.
8 did a lot of vehicle stuff.
Yeah, no, they had a lot of vehicles. I don't think there were Chocobo.
I'm sure there was a Chocobo somewhere in 8. There had to have been.
It's pretty iconic for the series, but now that you're saying it, what's the spring? Now that you're saying it, I can't think of a single Chocobo or a single Moogle in it. But it has been forever since I played 8. I think the last time I played 8 was before you played it. And I think you played it a while.
There was a whole area in 8 called the Chocobo Forest, so yeah, there was Chocobo in 8.
Okay, fair enough. This is a recovery
Again,
screen.
it's just been a long time since we played it.
HP and MP restored. All status elements removed. KO'd allies are revived. Oh, wow. It even revives KO'd allies.
And there was a summon in 8 where you summoned a Moogle.
True. In fact, I think 8 had a summon that was Chocobos and Moogles. They were all together. It was called like the Chocobo Charge or the Moogle Charge or something like that. Now, yeah, you're right. You're right. Obviously, I can't speak on 9. 10 had him, obviously. 7 has him, obviously. There's a whole side quest around him. Steel bats.
We got to see a Chocobo in Crystal Barrows.
Yeah, we gotta see One.
There was a couple on the racetrack.
Yeah. Well, was there? Those were pulled by the.
Those were Chocobo races. And Crystal Bears?
True. In Crystal Bear.
On the Wii.
Yeah, on the Wii.
There was Chocobo races. There was like a racetrack with some Chocobo.
Yep.
on it.
Yep. Nope. You're right. I was about to say the
there was
original Crystal
Oxen.
Chronicles didn't have any because it was the Ox.
Yeah.
Then when we got into
The
Ring of
Muox
Fates,
or whatever they're called.
in Ring of Fates, I think we had one NPC who rode on a chocobo. It was like a Lilty Knight who was riding a chocobo, I think. Which is weird. Which was weird because we made the comment, why is... obviously chocobos were here before that game.
Why aren't they being used?
Why weren't they being used?
But I mean, you know, Ox did the job just as well.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I guess in real life, we also use horses and Ox to move cards.
True. Steel bat and a Stroper? Not a Stroper. Stroper looking like Biolante.
I'd make that miniature.
You could. You got a 3D printer. Go in there. You think there's Stroper models out there?
How's the Stroper fandom doing?
How's the give a thumbs up if you're a Stroper fan.
Shout out to all my Stroper fans. There's someone devastated that they didn't make it into Final Fantasy VII Remake.
They might have. I mean, I don't know. Were you specifically looking for Stropers?
I feel pretty confident in saying Stropers weren't in 7 Remake. I feel like I'd remember them.
Yar. Aha! So that's how you get in. No shit, Sherlock.
Haha, you pulled the switch.
Chest contains a leather cap.
Was this one of the games that had the optimal option, or did we have to do everything?
Oh, optimal.
Optimal!
Empty-handed as per usual. What's your...
Okay.
Oh, we haven't unlocked jobs yet.
Yeah, you have to get to level 5.
So he's still a freelancer.
Everyone's a freelancer.
Steel bat.
Get him!
We do get the victory fanfare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just that opening bit where it was kind of weird. Probably because they were scripted events.
Yeah, it was scripted. It was trying to be cinematic.
Yeah.
This is the first quote-unquote dungeon.
Look at that.
No, really, look at it.
How's that ship moving without wind? That ship just now. How is it sailing with the wind so weak?
We had 40 people with oars rowing it.
Row! Row! Ow. How dare you hit bugs like that? That's so rude. I don't know. I don't know if I'm part of this Stroper fandom. Do you have a favorite enemy in the Final Fantasy series?
Favorite enemy in general?
Yeah. That bosses, enemies.
Opening up the bosses definitely widens the range quite significantly.
If you want, we could do enemies and bosses separately. This is a pirate hideout. Meaning the ship we saw must be a pirate ship.
Oh, he put 2 and 2 together, look at that!
Son of a bitch. Wow, you're kind of an idiot, aren't you, Bart?
No, Bert's is a genius. Some protagonists would not have put 2 and 2 together.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Makoto would never. I wonder if they might give us a ride. I think the only ride they'd be interested in would be a keel haul for all three of us. Oh. Yeah, you can't ask a favor from a pirate. That's why we'll just sneak on and steal their ship.
You can't ask a favor from a pirate. You steal from the pirate. The only thing pirates enjoy more than talking to other people is having things stolen from them.
Whoa, you're pretty gutsy for an old timer. Can't save in a dungeon, that's ridiculous. What'd that do?
I will say this music is pretty jazzy.
Yeah, the game, I didn't go over this in the re-recording. The game does have some options for swapping that kind of thing up. We do have graphical display, which currently is at standard, but we could change it to classic. Font style is at classic. We could go modernized, but why would you?
Never
but
do.
you also have background music type, which we could swap to original at any point in time. What did this place sound like? Charming in its own right. Charming in its own right. I'm so far at least, I'm pretty well liking the remastered music. What's your
it's just
opinion on it?
the same songs. They just orchestrated them. I'm glad they have the option for both.
Yeah, no, I'm glad they added the option for both. I remember that being a big deal when the Pixel remasters first released. Was one, they didn't have the classic font style in there. I am glad that they added that in. And the background music. But we will go ahead and swap back to the arrangement. Because it is rather nice. Alright. We can't just steal the ship right now. Pirates hideout. Hey, you awake? Huh. He's sleeping. You know what? And let's keep him that way.
Galeb be like, this is a stealth mission. We absolutely can't afford to take any notice. And Bart's just like, hey, you sleep?
Hey, you
sleeping?
Poke him with a stick.
Hey, you sleeping? Well, they might be sleeping.
You know what? Maybe we just take the ship.
You know, like, because that's how stealing works.
Hey, yo ho ho and stuff. Time to cast off. What do you think of the water?
That is really nice water.
That is a very nice water effect. Well, cast off means start sailing, kid. I know that. The wheel won't even budge. You work this thing.
Well, normally you need wind.
You try working anything, and there'll be a devil to pay.
Well, I hope the devil takes credit.
Trying to steal my ship, are you? You have a lot of brass. Or maybe you're just lacking in brains. I'd wager it's the latter. Wait, I am a...
I am Princess Lena of Tycoon. I was raised as a young kid to always announce how valuable of a person I am to pirates. This will always end well.
This will only end well.
The first thing, when I see a pirate, the first thing I let them know, I'm a very valuable person who you can ransom off. It's a number one on my priority list.
Okay. But that will increase your lifespan. Because otherwise, if they didn't think you were valuable, they might just come up and stab you.
It's true, but it will in fact 100% increase the likelihood that you will be kidnapped and ransomed.
Yes. Please accept my apologies for attempting to commandeer your ship.
The alternative is that they're like, okay, well, walk the plank, and then you swim to shore and just leave.
Yeah. Granted, we busted into their base.
Oh, I mean, busted into their base, kind of... We walked through a door. Wasn't even protected, really.
She's a princess? So the girl's royalty.
She felt safer telling that to a pirate than us.
Evidently. Sir, this is a formal request from the Kingdom of Tycoon. Please allow us to use your vessel. I must get to the Wind Shrine. My father is in danger. Oh, the Princess of Tycoon. Here on my ship? I'm sure we can fetch a tasty sum for this one. Hey, leave her alone, you degenerate, lecherous, piratey pirate!
Yeah, you get him, Bartz.
I beg of you, please.
Mind control.
Chaos control! That pendant.
Whatever you do, do not get on any time machines. That pendant will cause massive disaster.
So many problems. the prequel to Chrono Trigger you never knew existed. Toss the lot of them into the brig. Aye, Captain.
Technically, the prequel to Chrono Trigger is Radical Dreamers, which also happens to be the sequel to Chrono Trigger, which also happens to be the prequel to Radical Dreamers itself somehow, and Chrono Cross, and it's also a sequel to Chrono Cross.
Shut up.
I guess you could call it Radical Dreamers.
Shut up.
Well, this is a fine how do you do.
What genius came up with the idea to steal a pirate ship anyway?
Insert laugh track.
Look in the mirror, Pops. Oh, my aching head. I can't remember a thing.
I can't remember a thing. Like, I also can't remember who asked.
And your amnesia, oh so conveniently returns.
Grumble, grumble.
Still, can't believe you're really the Princess of Tycoon, Lena. I'm sorry, I didn't intend to keep it a secret. It's not that big a deal. But if you're the princess, why were you going to the Wind Shrine all alone? My father is there. He hadn't been gone long when the wind dropped to almost nothing. Just can't shake the feeling that something terrible is happening. I slipped out of the castle and headed for the shrine. But then that meteorite fell and, well, you know the rest. Yep. Meanwhile, over in the other room... Why does the Princess of Tycoon have the same pendant as I do?
Do you suppose we shop at the same store?
We must shop at the same store. She said her father's at the Wind Shrine. Prepare to cast off, lads. Set a course for the Wind Shrine. But Captain, what about the landlubbers?
Well, obviously, keep them on the ship.
Untie them.
Actually, untie them. We're done keeping them prisoner.
Sometime today would be nice. I love the little 2D animation. Pixel animations were so expressive. It was... They did what they
couldn't
could.
show any face expressions, or they couldn't even show mouths. So they had to express all their emotions via two-frame body
stations. But why? Well, you see, it was the limitations of the SNES at the time.
I mean...
I reconsidered your request. You can go back to the brig if you'd prefer. Pull anchor. We sail for the Wind Shrine.
Oh, sorry, I lost my pirate accent there for a moment.
Hey, something wrong with your ears today. I hope I don't have to repeat myself. Well, aye, Captain. Woo, woo, lolly ho. And they set sail. Not that they needed to put the sail down. There's no wind. But the wind has stopped. How can the ship move? Full of curiosity, aren't you, lass? Sildra, come up and say hello. Yeah, she just has like a whole fucking turtle underneath that ship, doesn't she? A Hydra, yeah.
Scree.
Sea dragon, whatever it is. Beautiful, isn't she? Sildra and I were raised together. We're close siblings.
I don't know how that works, but okay.
She got really big. I did not get as big. Alright, we're off. To the Wind Shrine. Captain, shall I sail her to the Wind Shrine for ye? Yeah, sure, why not? Lally ho!
Tally ho!
That is how we pirates speak.
Shall I sail it in a straight line?
Well, I understand if they were like, you know, let's help them along the way. Heaven forbid they might get lost. This was still back at a time when games were relatively new. Good, granted, we didn't get this game, but, you know. To the Wind Shrine.
Wind Shrine.
What are you lot doing in here? Princess Lena! What's happened? Is everything alright? The wind suddenly stopped, and now monsters have overrun the shrine. What about Father? The king went up to the top floor. He is yet to return. Something must have happened to him. Crystal's up on the top floor, right? Won't hurt to go up and take a look. Ferris? You're right. Come on. Hey, before you leave, just as a reminder, one of these... Yeah, HP and MP restored. That's what it does.
And KO'd party members straight from the dead.
Straight from the dead.
How
We
convenient.
just splashed some water on their face. Time to kill some black goblins. Tent! That's all you reckon this tower is, what? Well, there's already the same. Okay, moving on. It's apparently 3 floors, probably.
The 3rd floor.
Gee whiz! A Moldwyn? Pretty sure that was the name of one of the towns in Total Warhammer 3. The Empire had it.
I avoided it.
Like the plague.
Well, it was spreading plague. It was mold wind.
It was moldy wind. A white serpent?
Black Goblin, White Serpent. They really enjoyed having an enemy and then putting the color in front of it.
They really did.
Green Llama?
Probably.
Congratulations!
It's an empty room.
You are fooled!
Me a fool?
Hey, at least it's not Final Fantasy II, where they had dungeons with like 20 doors, and 19 of those doors would
Led
lead you into
nowhere.
a room. In the center of that room, which was a small square room, like 6x6 square room, in the like far center, and every step you took caused a random battle to occur.
Yeah, like the
You had
Cavern
to-
of Earth in the first
You had to
game.
walk at least 3 spaces, so that was like confirmed 3 battles you had to take
Yeah.
just for walking through the wrong door.
Yep, I remember that. I remember that.
Truly game philosophy of our time.
Well, we've definitely come up since then. Leather cat. Hot damn, can't wait to put that on someone.
When you click optimal, does it unequip things for the previous person?
No,
No? Okay.
couldn't.
Just making sure.
Yeah, otherwise Gallop would always get something in his hands, I would hope.
You would hope. Some optimization systems do that in games where they're like, well, it's optimal that this guy would have this. It's also optimal that this guy would have this. So,
I don't think I've ever run into that.
I've seen it a handful of times.
Huh.
I've played some weird RPGs, though.
True.
I've played some niche ones.
Speaking of, I need to finally get around to playing Suikoden 1 and 2. I had you play the first game and then I didn't even get to see most of it because you played it while I was at work.
Well, that's not true. I've grinded while you were at work, but we did all the story stuff together.
True.
There's still a lot of grinding in that game. Granted, most of the grinding is going to go recruit people.
Hmm.
It is the, like, 500 party size, so...
The tale of 100 people.
It was good, though.
Broadsword. I think I want Gareth to have the broadsword. There we go. Can't climb that.
Was it just me, or did the map make that room look a lot bigger than it was? Did you notice that? Like, go back into... Is it just me, or did you just walk through a wall?
Yeah, no, this game specifically... Manny Wizard, that's anyone. This game specifically, which is why I made the comment earlier.
No, well, it's not that...
It's the black shadow around.
Yeah, it's not that it looks larger than it is. It looks like they just decided to keep the exact same perspective shot for that room.
More or less.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy V specifically, compared to some of the others, has a lot of these hidden walls. So that's why I kind of made the comment that I'm probably not going to find or remember a lot of these, so don't expect me to. I'm gonna go heal real quick before we take on that boss.
Contrary to popular belief, but these videos are not 100% walkthroughs on how to do everything in these games.
Nope.
But we will be showing XP share, so stay tuned for that.
Shut the fuck up.
This episode is called XP share exclamation point. Really hoping to drive some engagement.
XP share? No, I still get shit to this day for my Fire Red Let's Play, where I put EXP share as the title, and I put it on the wrong video, and I've still not fixed it. Because why would I at this point?
It's a 15-year-old video.
Yeah. So the EXP share, I don't think shows up at all in
And
it.
genuinely, who's going to YouTube to figure out the XP share at this point?
Just Google it.
Google it. I feel like it'd just be easier to Google. I feel like it's always been easier to Google that kind of information, but There's gotta be better videos on the topic.
than my 15-year-old one. There we are. Boss time! This guy's not playing around. What do you think his sound effect is? Personally, I think it's cool.
I'm always a fan of the classic Quair myself. I think it sounds suspiciously like a chocobo.
Cool
Oh no,
Winged
it's
Raptor.
Quair.
Breathwing.
It's the KO.
Good, no kidding.
You know,
I mean,
I'm
luckily,
excited for
early
it.
game, you don't really have to worry about tactics. It's 90% just beat the shit out of them.
Until you unlock jobs, it's a spam pretty much.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay
Granted,
with.
I do think Lena does have a healing spell. I think she's the only one who has one. But
I'm excited for Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise. I remember those bosses being really fun.
yeah, no, they were extremely fun.
Very excited for that. Actually, I remember back when that came out, I convinced you to play through the game specifically so you could come help me on a bus because I needed help.
Yeah, you were playing it by yourself.
I got
And then
up
you were
to,
like,
the Chimera.
yeah, you got to the Chimera, and
It
then
was
you were
the
like,
Chimera
holy
boss.
shit, I can't
And I was
do
getting,
this.
I was literally getting like one shot, and I'm like, I need another person here to like take his attention off of me. So I had you play through the entire game up to that point,
so
just
that I
to
can
help me
through
with that boss.
That is very true.
Oh, that was a good time.
Hmm.
For all of the nonsense that Strangers in Paradise got when it released, it ended up being like one of my I would say it's in my top 10 at least Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, no, it's extremely good.
It's in my top 10.
I mean, it takes one of the franchises I like, and puts Dark Souls mechanics, which I enjoy on top of it, combines them.
It takes two of my favorite games, Final Fantasy, Dark Souls, and just goes, what would be the silliest plot to do? Let's do a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. Brilliant. We will get there. We will get there.
It's shattered. What the?
I'm on fire! Ah!
Courage, the essence of flame.
Courage! And then you
The
summon.
cowardly dog!
And then you summon Simba.
Courage!
Pretty sure that's what happens.
You make me look bad. Booga booga booga. Devotion, the essence of water. Shouldn't she be the essence of air? I mean, she really can't. She was, you know.
No.
No, that's King Tycoon.
King Tycoon is the essence of air because he fell out of the sky.
Oh, that was Caliph. He came on a fucking meteorite. Or he got smacked by one anyway. So, I mean, I guess so did Lena. Hope.
The
The
essence,
essence of Earth.
He's like, yeah, I hope I get my memory back.
Oh, yeah. I do be doing a lot of that.
And you don't get magic because you don't have a soul.
Oh, you don't have a soul.
Passion, the essence of wind. Now, this might be hard for me to ask of you, but could I have you guys walk around the circular room 20 times in a row while touching the wall and keep repeating, I want to use magic over and over? I promise it's definitely a real thing for sure. Will it help if I turn into a frog?
What was that? What's happening?
I think the crystal's having a stroke, guys.
Feels warm. Are these the crystal essences? No. Nope, that was just my lunch. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm thinking about becoming a dragoon. What do you guys think? This is my spear jump.
I'll see y'all in Final Fantasy IV. By the way, I'll change my name to Kane.
And I'm gonna need a cane, but
I'm gonna need a Kane. Father. Listen, and listen well. You are the chosen four, the warriors of light, bearers of the four crystal essences. Father, what do you mean?
you are the crystal bearers.
The wind crystal has already shattered. The other three crystals are in danger as well. You four must protect them.
Well, we're already doing a terrible job.
An evil presence is awakening. One that wishes to return everything to... I mean, that's really not on them, though, right? Because, like, they didn't even know the crystals were in danger until they got here.
Some of them didn't even know the crystals existed.
Exactly.
One of them sitting there with amnesia. He barely knows his name.
Father!
Okay, bye.
Go forth, warriors of light, and save the crystals.
I'll be
Wait,
back later.
no. Father! No, that was him teleporting to Final Fantasy IV.
Bye. Oh no, the crystals are attacking.
What are these? It's the job system. Guess they're pieces of the crystal. No, if I remember right, they are the job system.
No, no, don't give me that.
They are crystal fragments, and stored within the power of warriors of legend.
No.
Knight, monk, blue mage, thief,
Retail
black
clerk.
mage, white mage.
Janitorial duties.
Janitorial.
I don't want to do that job.
Are you kidding? My favorite Fire Emblem character was Dawn the Knight. He just had a bucket on his head.
It's Dawn the Villager.
Dawn the Villager. The crystal, it's lending us its power.
It gave me a 401k.
God damn it. It gave me an employment sheet. I think it's time we got out of here.
Me too, Caleb. Me too.
Lena?
My dad just flew away on his spear.
There should be a warp panel behind the altar that'll take us outside.
That's what he used. He thought it was really funny.
Recover power from the wind crystal. Passion, essence of wind. So that's the only one we cared about? He only cared about passion? We got 3 others. Where's those achievements? And we leave.
Zoom! Actually, Zoom is a dragon, Zoom is a dragon quest spell.
Well, yeah.
Also, Boku was there too.
I think this game uses teleport as the spell.
Would you like an explanation about the crystal fragments and the job ability system? Absolutely.
Lay it on me.
Did you know I could speak perfect English this whole time, but will continue to say que? Also, jobs exist.
The fragments of the shattered crystals are imbued with the power of legendary warriors. 4 chosen by the crystals are granted use of those powers in the form of jobs. Yeah, right now we have Knight, Monk, Thief, White Mage, Black Mage, Blue Mage, and Freelancer.
I find it
We're all
curious they
freelancers.
decided to go with the Chocobo for the tutorial, and not like a Moogle or something.
Well, usually they do Moogle.
Yeah.
That's the deal. Like, I think this is one of the only ones where it's a Chocobo. By assigning jobs, the 4 characters can gain special abilities that correspond to those jobs.
That's why I find it curious that they went with that.
Because I'm pretty sure in 3 and 4, even on the DS, when it goes to the tutorials, it uses a Moogle as well.
Yeah, the Moogle's first appearance was in 3.
Yep. Character's job and abilities determine the type of armor and weapons he or she can equip. Don't worry, characters automatically equip the best available gear whenever you assign them a new job.
So it's not a bad idea to keep equipment around that we can't use.
Yeah.
Because we might use it later.
We might be. Don't sell everything immediately because, oh boy, you might be able to use it on a different character when they've swapped jobs.
Heavens knows we'll be swapping jobs frequently.
Yeah. It's not as big of a deal in this one. 3, it is mandatory to know what the right job is for the right situation. By mixing and matching different jobs and abilities, you can create warriors with unique skill sets, such as a black mage that can use the jump ability, or a knight that can use white magic.
I like how they did jobs in Dragon Quest III. I know you haven't really played the Dragon Quest
No, in
series
fact,
a
I've only
lot.
played the 1st and 5th game.
3 had the job system. Dragon Quest 3 didn't have a party in the traditional JRPG sense.
Okay.
In Dragon Quest 3, you had your hero character, and he was the plot-relevant character. And then the game had the rest of your party was filled with mercenaries that you custom created,
Okay, interesting.
and those characters didn't matter. They would never show up in dialogue or be relevant to the story at all. So you could give them whatever job you wanted, and then when you reach level 20, I think it's level 20, there was a place you could go to in-game to swap their job, and it would revert them back to level 1, but with all of their stats and skills from the previous job. I think their stats reduced by 50%, but they kept all their skills. And it would go to the next job. So you could keep doing that, leveling them up to 20, and then going to a different job, leveling it up to 20, and then going to a different job. And it would basically just continue stacking stats and abilities on top of each other. So you could make, like, crazy broken characters.
Fair. This
Like, you
game
could have
has
a
a
tank-
similar system.
You could have a tank warrior that has, like, all of the mage's spells, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, in 5, I believe. Well, we just talked over
It
it.
took a while to grind it out, but
But I believe in 5, we get XP and ability points, and the ability points go towards learning specific job-specific things. And then when you get a job to a specific level, then you're able to swap that person to a different job, but then they get to keep the old job's mechanic. So, like, if you get White Mage to level 5 or whatever it is, and then swap to Knight, then you get to do White Mage magic as a Knight. So,